Hi boys and girls, it's Glamrat here. I hope everybody is okay, and this week I'm talking to you guys about hair. As you can see, I do like to have my hair backcombed and made a complete and utter mess. Now normally I have my hair quite short with layers, as in I keep the length but my layers are dead choppy and they're always such a mess, so it's a lot more easier to style. But obviously due to lockdown I haven't been able to get to the hairdressers, so I've just been trying to trim my fringe so that it's not down to my nose, which it would be if I hadn't have done it. But I have come to an awful point in any girl's or guy's life who has their favourite hairspray decommissioned, and it's an absolute trauma for me. I don't know what I am going to do. I do get asked a lot at HRH events and when I'm walking about stuff like that, do you use a lot of product in your hair? And I'm like, no, not really. I don't use a lot at all. Just hairspray and a good comb. And to be honest, I use so much stuff just so I can get the volume, because I have fine flat hair but I have loads of it. So I do try to, when hairdressers and everything are open, I try to get my layers cut as short as I can so that it's not as heavy, so it doesn't fall down. I mean, this fell down dramatically since I first did it, and I go all the way through the day just, and I watched Nikki Sixx do this actually. When I saw him on a video documentary kind of thing on VH1, he was stood in the mirror and he was doing that, and I was like, yes, I'll have to do that. So when I'm out, I don't have to carry like my backcombing brush and my hairspray and everything like that. I just have to make sure I've got enough shit in it just to completely zhuzh it up. And I didn't really start doing my hair like this until about 2-3 years ago. I used to have it messy, and people used to take the mick saying, well, you just look like you've been dragged out of your bed. Well, yeah, that's kind of the idea. But I've always loved the hair in the 80s. It's always been big, it's always been a mess and teased the hell out of. The guys' hair, to be honest, was a lot better than the girls', I'm not gonna lie. But I've always loved it. So when I started doing it, I needed to find products that I could rely on, that I could make sure that I did. I tried like that volumizing powder, and for me that doesn't work. My friend uses it and makes his hair look quite amazing actually, but for me it just doesn't work. My hair falls flat, so I use a texturizing like putty, I use a texturizing gel spray when I'm drying my hair, I use a volumizing mousse. I then use a texturizing hairspray, and this is where the problem has occurred. My favourite product to use is Got To Be's Made for Mess. It's beautifully made for me. It's made for mess, that's the whole point. It's made for messy hairstyles. It's texturizing spray as well, so not only does it give me the volume that I need and the stickiness, but it actually defines my hair. Even if I'm not doing like all of this like backcombing and everything like that, even if I'm just straightening my hair and I just want to have a little bit of a zhuzh about it, I don't know what word to use, but I use zhuzh quite a lot. I give it a bit of a da-da. I use this, but as it happens in recent weeks, they've decided that they're going to decommission it. And I am a bit gutted because it's taken me years to find it, and this is the last can in my hometown. This is the last one. I've got my mother searching from York all the way up to Newcastle, wherever she goes, trying to find me some, and I just can't. It's incredibly sticky, it's a mess. Yes, there is Schwarzkopf Got To Be glued, and I have started using that, and that's what I've used today, because this is just going to be for special occasions now. This is just going to be for when I go out, as in to gigs and events, and for HRH stuff, or when I go on holiday, because this works amazing on holiday. Even though the humidity tends to get to my hair and just makes my hair fall flat, this doesn't let up even when I'm on holiday. It is amazing. and I am incredibly gutted because I just love it so much. And I can get it on Amazon paying £15 a can. I'm not paying £15 for it when it's only meant to be £4, just because people realise that it's running out. They're just going to charge a whole lot of money for it. So no, I'm going to have to make the sacrifice for my hair and choose something else, and I don't really want to. But I do find that when I travel and things like that, it's incredibly important to take your hairspray with you. I know it's a bit of a nightmare, but do, it is great. But there is another product that I do actually like to use for them days when, like, because to be honest, my biggest tip as well to get my hair like this, my hair is about 4 days washed. I've always found that after a couple of days it's a lot better to style, but by then my hair starts getting greasy. So what do? I had to find another product to help me keep this style going. For them like in between washes where I'm not either doing anything with my hair or I'm just being boring, God save you, whoever invented dry shampoo. Mwah, you are an absolute lifesaver. My gran hates it, personally, for the fact that it's just talcum powder. Not really. It's pressurised in a can. It's a whole lot better, and it doesn't look like you just sprinkled a whole load of cocaine on your hair if you brush it out properly. And I've tried everybody's. I mean, I do like Baptiste's dry shampoo, but I've always found it does kind of dry my scalp out quite a lot, even though I then still have greasy hair, so my body is completely messed up. It doesn't even know what the hell it's doing. But I just find it was a lot of money for something that didn't really do the job. I then went on to Wilkinson's Own, which is only 99p. So if you are after something that is just a quick, like, ta-da, or if you're going somewhere for the weekend or anything like that and you're not bothered if you don't use it all, or you're going to a festival or anything like that, that is very good, especially the volumizing one. It's the one with the green lid. For 99p, you're not asked if you leave it behind after, like, you've been to Download or any of the other festivals. You could just leave it with your tent like people generally do, which I am not advertising that people do. People should take their mess away, but all I'm saying is if you want something that you're not really that bothered about throwing it away, then Wilkinson's for 99p is great. But I was after something that gave me a bit more bang for my buck kind of thing, and I didn't realise Got to Be by Schwarzkopf had their own dry shampoo selection. They had one for like blondes and brunettes and things like that, but I didn't realise they did something for like just general everyday hair. So then when I got searching and I had some points left on my Boots card, I was like, I need to use them on something. Since I can't get my bloody hairspray anymore, I need to find something else that is a bit better. And I did find these, and yes, they are £4 each, so I'll try and get them when they're in the sale, or buy one get one half price, whichever, so I stock up when I can when they are on offer, because I'm all about trying to save money as well, because you can look absolutely banging without a huge budget. Okay, so the products that I eventually found was Got to Be's texturizing dry shampoo and the volumizing dry shampoo, so the orange and the blue, and I do actually use both. Okay, my mum's like, well, that's just a waste of money. No, I do use both at the same time. The blue, which is the volumizing, I put deep into the roots and all under here, so you get that volumizing dry shampoo. Just make sure that you brush it in quite a lot, and the texturizing I put all in between. So I separate my layers and I put it all in between, and then I wrap it up, and it looks great. It honestly, it looks like I mean, it does work especially on my fringes or bangs in America. They do tend to get greasy quite quickly because they are on your forehead, create zits, but that's a completely different video. But it does help quite a lot with everything. And I then find it when I'm then using my hairspray, it does create a great texture, and it always works. Sometimes I actually use it even if my hair doesn't need washing, as in, like, I've just washed my hair and I just want a little bit of oomph. It works just as well as a hairspray, as well as a dry shampoo. But I would always recommend these, definitely. I do take these on holiday as well, because these are great if you've just been in the pool, you've laid out, you've dried off, and then you're like, ah, God, my hair's shit and I've got to go for something to eat, or I'm walking into town, quick, blast that on. You look sound, you look absolutely amazing. So I would take that on holiday with you. Just make sure you don't put it in your hand luggage, because it'll get taken off you. I made that mistake. I completely forgot it was in there, and I didn't have any when I went on holiday. I was a bit gutted, but never mind. So I am gutted at what I am going to do about my hairspray, but it's not the end of the world, because like some people say, it's only hairspray. But when your hair can be a part of your identity, it is quite a big thing. So fingers crossed, I'll be able to use glued to the same kind of extent. I mean, my hair is always falling flat at the minute because it's too long. I need to get it cut. But to be fair, I don't think it's done that bad of a job, really. So 80s girl crisis. I would love to have some Aquanet. I'm gonna buy some online and try it for real and see what Vince Neil was nattering on about. So that's everything. Thank you very much. This is my dog, by the way, everybody. This is my Rottweiler, Sophia. She's a big baby. So that is my dilemma, the fact that I now don't have any hairspray, but never mind. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please subscribe, like, share, do whatever you like, and leave comments below because I like hearing and seeing what you think as well. So until next time, lots of love, Glamratters. Bye-bye, bye-bye. So say bye-bye. Mwah.